jaBROni, jaBROni, ABC. Oh, it doesn't matter how you spell jaBROni.
What's going on, everybody? Welcome to the jaBROnis, presented by bodyslam.net. Oh my God, do you have a juice box?
Not only do I have a juice box, I have a second juice box.
Oh man, this is great. Last week I had the Sunny D going, and now you got the juice box.
I noticed my daughter wasn't drinking them, so
Yeah, it's ridiculous. And if not, I mean, you got to take. I just saw more Sunny Ds.
There's a limit, you know. Like once you have them for like 2 weeks and no one starts digging into them, Daddy starts digging into them.
Daddy loves the juice. All right. Oh my God, you have a title. Oh my God. Well, I got my title here. I'm your reigning, defending, undisputed jaBROni world champion, Topher McCann. Joined as always with, oh my God, it's so beautiful.
Yeah, you know,
the man
like,
and the belt, Mr. Mike Butler.
I don't show this one off enough. And like, if you forgot, it's like the Steve Austin belt that they sold on the website. And I also got the heel Austin 316 shirt on today. So this is like when he was with the Alliance and stuff. So I'm like full blown heel mode, I guess you could say today.
This is fantastic.
Yeah, thought I'd dress up. I have an Austin 316 hat too, but I'll tell you what, no idea where it's at.
You didn't correct me, man. I called it a belt a second ago. You should have told me.
Chill. Chill, Cody. Okay? Chill.
It's like the first thing I said. I called it a belt immediately.
That was all part of the plan. That was all part of the plan.
All right.
Or the skit.
Was it? Was that all part of the? Do you think that was all intentional?
Yeah, I think so. Cody knows better. Or what's the show called? Cody Knows Best.
Yeah, Cody knows best. Season 3. Are we getting it? Did Denise ask that question yet? Denise didn't ask my question. The bump didn't ask my question. It's definitely the name of the show, so I know that's not confusing. So people were saying something about roads to the top, and I'm like, no, that's not it. I'm pretty sure it's Cody Knows Best. Hogan knew best, and now Cody knows best.
Yeah, it's a natural passing of the torch.
Yes, obviously. We are on a more of a shortened week because we're going to be discussing 2 less shows because we have an early start to Rampage, which we have titles. Our titles are up on the line. I know there's a Texas death match.
There is a Texas death match, yes.
Hangman, Adam Cole. So that's all going to be happening 7 p.m. Eastern Standard, which is about an hour away from what we're doing right now. And then right after that, we have SmackDown. Is Rampage only still an hour?
I think so. I don't think they would dare be going on while SmackDown's going on. I think that
first hour.
Yeah, I mean, maybe if they were dicks, yeah.
We might be cutting in some Rampage.
I don't know how well that they would do. I mean, you know, if there was a week to do it, I mean, that Texas death match is going to be phenomenal, and I'm so glad it's on at 7 and not 10 o'clock because I don't watch Rampage at 10 o'clock. I go to sleep at 10 o'clock, and now, you know, maybe I could catch it. I'm not sure. So
this all happened already? I haven't really. Did this?
Was live.
It's live tonight.
It's live tonight.
I know it's been saying live, but I never trust that ever. So
Well, I mean, then I guess it doesn't matter.
Yeah, I mean, you're saying it's live, but it's still like.
Well, I mean, I'm going based off what they've been saying, and if you don't trust them, then what are we doing here?
Is it taped for live, or I mean,
it's a live taping.
It's a live taping. So that will be happening in just about an hour or so. But I mean, what do you want to get into first? I was trying to think about like news for the week. That anything really that.
I mean, there's a little fluttering of rumors of Moxley's contract being up next month.
This is
will he or won't he and stuff, and then this came out today about Brett Lauderdale saying the most popular wrestling companies has shown interest in Bloodsport. Then you put those two rumors together, it's like, oh, WWE's trying to get Bloodsport so they can get Moxley back. It's all just pish posh to me.
That was I
don't think
take
Moxley
I saw.
Is going anywhere. I don't think WWE is getting Bloodsport. What I think Brett Lauderdale is a troll genius, and when he says the most popular wrestling company in the world is, I think he's actually talking about AEW. And maybe that ties into the newsflash. Huge announcement on Dynamite this Wednesday. I know it's new. That's a new thing they do.
I haven't done it. I mean, I usually, and oh my God, this is the first time I didn't ask you. I always ask you every week if we had a huge announcement, but we didn't have one this week. We did have a debut. We'll get into that in a little bit, but there is an announcement next week.
There is an announcement next week,
and we don't know what it is. But I mean, you just mentioned Bloodsport thing.
That would make it interesting. I mean, obviously, I think like if you were to put betting odds on it, it would be like, I would say like minus 2,500 that it's a streaming deal of some sort.
This is it now. You think?
I think that's definitely what it is, and then maybe like
a little HBO Max action.
Yeah, like minus 150 if it's a new superstar. And then like plus 500 Bloodsport.
All right. Place your bets.
I don't know where I came up with those odds.
I love those odds. They're fantastic.
I don't anytime someone says, "Oh, I'll give you like 3-1 odds or something," I'm like, "Yeah, I don't know what the fuck that means." All right. That's not what FanDuel puts their odds like, so I don't know what that means.
Like a 3-1, it's like a plus 300.
It's math. I don't.
Math is cool. Sometimes.
I don't fuck with the math.
All right, so that, goddamn it, I wanted to put Jon Moxley in it was the first thing in the title. That was like the one news thing I saw. That was the clickbait on YouTube for the past like 2 days. I feel where it's like Jon Moxley to WWE, all this. It just always seems
first off, I mean, he's openly said. Well, I don't know if he's openly said, but he like fucking hated his tail end WWE career. He fucking couldn't stand it, and he really only speaks highly of like Rollins and Reigns.
It was bad.
It was terrible.
Those last few months with the shot with the mask, the shots, the Nia Jax angle, the EC3, and like all the doing Alexa Bliss's. I remember her doing like the Moment of Bliss show, and
I liked the show though. Overall, I liked the Bliss show.
No, it was just like him.
I mean, I get what you're saying. I don't think the Moment of Bliss gets enough love.
And oh no, yeah, it was no knock. I believe actually, EC3 might have and Mox. I think that all was one segment with EC3 and Moxley and Bliss. That one Raw, but bringing it all back to if he comes back to WWE, I hate even just talking about this, but he wouldn't be Jon Moxley.
No, he wouldn't be.
No, he would be Dean Ambrose. And they just put out a thing today I saw on Twitter about that's what there was a memo sent out to all the superstars about name changes.
Yeah.
That anyone who's new is going to get a name change.
He might not be new though. He might not be like considered new. And if I were Moxley, and technically that's not even his real name, so they could still use that. If I were Moxley and I was seriously, for whatever reason, seriously considering going back to WWE, much like Cody did, I would say, hey, nothing changes about me. I'm not Dean Ambrose. I'm Jon Moxley.
It just wouldn't.
I don't have no Shield theme music or like the engine of a terrible car or whatever. I have
it was bad. Come on.
You know, no, I like the Ambrose music. It was actually my ringtone for like the longest time.
As soon as you heard that,
I actually liked it. But no,
but
if he was seriously considering it, yeah, I would absolutely do that. But like the only thing that would come good of that is just bathing in the tears of all the AEW marks. That's all.
It just wouldn't, and I know they're not logic. It just wouldn't make sense in
it wouldn't.
Storytelling with WWE. It just wouldn't.
Like
him coming back is there's so much like with. It just wouldn't. You be ignoring so much of a history with. At that, if you went back, it'd be 3 of the top guys in the past 10 plus years at that company, and all of a sudden you're just gonna rename him and forget that he was ever associated with. That's when I look at it. It just doesn't seem like it would ever happen again.
That's the worst part. Like they don't have to ignore that kind of stuff. Like they can that could be like a built-in storyline. I used to be Dean Ambrose here or whatever. But you know, they wouldn't do that. They would absolutely pretend that Dean Ambrose never existed.
And if they did something like that, it will be fine. He somehow. But then again, I feel like doing that, you then would somehow shit on the character. Like if you're saying I'm not him anymore, it's like a negative. It's like I'm not him anymore. It's like, well, what was? I mean, he was a part of one of the top factions of all time. So you can't
Grand Slam champion. I mean,
you can't disregard. Like I don't know. It's just I feel like that's like a business decision that's difficult. That's one where me personally, even I love Moxley, but if he went back, I feel like he would have to be good old Dean.
I mean,
again, this is all hypothetical.
Yeah, it's all hypothetical. There's like a 1% chance that he does sign back with WWE, but like,
why would you?
Why would you? You know, if you're that happy, if you're okay. I mean, the freaking Blackpool Combat Club is literally just getting started.
Yeah.
You know, so there's just no, I mean, again, we can't speak for Mox, obviously, but it just doesn't seem like there's a lot of upside. Now, of course, a lot has changed since Ambrose Moxley has left the WWE. More particularly, there's a kid involved now, and kind of what Cody. That's kind of one of the reasons Cody came back is that he wanted to make money because he has a kid. I don't know if Moxley thinks that way. I don't see Moxley thinking that way. Like if they're good, then they're good. I feel like they don't need the money to take care of one child. But you know, kids will do the darndest things to you, you know? So I will always welcome an Ambrose / Moxley / Jonathan Good appearance in the WWE. Okay. I watch it more personally. I watch it more. I'm into it more. I would absolutely love it.
Are you a WWE stan?
I wouldn't say I'm stan. It may come off that way because I hate some of the shit that they do.
Yeah, no.
A lot of the shit that they do. I mean, but the thing I hate the most is that they don't give an explanation most of the time about why they do shit. So like the name changing thing, right? I hate that shit. But they gave an explanation about it. So now I'm like, all right, whatever. Then come up with like better names or something. But
perfect segue because there was a name change very quickly on Raw for, I mean, I have an Austin Theory, and now if I say I have an Austin Theory anymore, no one's going to get that because his name's now Theory, which is I have a theory, which is something you
like
would
everybody
say.
has that.
Yeah, so now when I have an idea and I say I have an Austin Theory, I can't do that I guess I still could.
I mean, you could. It's just like
They got rid of it. Austin,
for our brand new wrestling or sports entertainment fans, they have no idea what you're talking about.
yeah, he got it stunned out of him, so he is now just Theory.
Is Austin part of his real name? Is that what they said?
It's I already saw it. I saw he's official.
His real name's Austin White, so there you go. Yeah.
You're not allowed to have your real first name.
I mean, I get it.
It was established. No, that's what they love cutting names.
That's one thing I wanted to say. Like, I think they need to evaluate who they do it for. You know, like if they're established by that name, like hardcore established, and they got it over elsewhere with that name, they should probably consider, not changing it.
It's money though.
Right. Yeah, I know.
So like Roxy, apparently they changed Roxy's name,
that's like Roxanne now, isn't it?
Yes. Last week, what was it?
But it's
Gonzalez and Rodriguez.
Why not Cody Rhodes? I mean, I guess technically he's not new. Or maybe they're not trying to insult our intelligence. Would be a welcome. See, I just insulted WWE. I'm not a WWE stan. And who's Stan anyway? Is it Stan and Mark? Are those the two names?
Yeah, I don't Stan accounts.
Fuck Stan. Does it stand for something? I didn't even bring up my Twitter. I
love standing for. But I was about names though. It reminds me of Ezekiel's older brother, Elias.
Of course,
used to be Elias Sampson, I believe.
That's correct.
And then
on your homework,
we dropped it to Elias. So in that case, like when you're not really changing, just like Austin Theory, you're just dropping it. We're still like Apollo Crews, when it's as long if you're still part of the original name, that's fine. You like shortening it. That's great. But
you gotta wonder why they didn't just like march him out as Jeffrey Daniel Sculo, whatever his name is, his real name is.
Like Tommaso Ciampa has been there for a while. Is Tommaso Ciampa?
Right.
His name, I'm the only thing I could see is him coming out as Ciampa. Maybe at some point.
I could see that. I could see I could see Tommaso getting dropped. They like to drop the first names.
But it was so good to see him I loved his kind of segue in the Raw. I loved it. People thought that
him going with the whole Ezekiel thing.
I liked it. People were like kind of saying like it was a cool way to introduce him to the roster and kind of just work off this little storyline and then he can come out and have a match soon, get a big win, and then
it's not like he was just like thrown into the Owens and Ezekiel storyline. It was just a tiny little like bit, no big deal.
And it could lead to his debut match. If I was doing it, it's maybe because they're gonna do, and that's gonna be fantastic. One, they're doing a lie detector test next week, and I have to say, like I said, I was excited for what they were gonna do this week, and then that Tommaso Ciampa segment was perfect where he played off of it, and I was just like, wow, I'm excited where this is now going to go next week, and this is why I watch. This is to grasp onto certain storylines and be heavily interested in them. And maybe, I don't know, say that I'm going to make an account for Ezekiel, and maybe I did, and maybe it's awesome, but whatever. That's regardless. Yeah, whatever.
All hail sports entertainment.
But everyone go follow at Ezekiel, the number 4 life. Wasting away again in Ezekielville. Also, I'm trying to get elevated with Ezekiel. We're trying to get that going. That's gonna be his thing. I want to get elevated with Ezekiel.
I haven't followed it actually. I'm going to follow it right now. What is that
Yeah,
tag again?
it's WW Ezekiel.
Oh, I get it because WWE.
I used yeah, and then
here we go. Pop right up.
the number. Oh my god, it's so
Boom.
great.
Oh, he's funny. Oh my god, there's a picture of him and Elias together. That's true then.
Yeah, I told everybody I was going to be making an account last week, and I did. And I love the people I'm following so far, all of my just favorite wrestlers. So I'm following like Bobby Lashley, Shanky, Madcap. So
I'm looking at who's following you. Who's following you?
I think it's Kylie from I have someone from Body Slam.
Nobody from Body Slam. Unless
No?
this guy.
Ooh, someone might have stopped following me then.
Tony, you have 4 followers now, including me.
Yes.
Tony
awesome.
Chulo.
Allegedly me.
Seth Rollins goated. Sorry, allegedly you.
Yeah, it's definitely me, but
allegedly.
Yeah.
No big deal.
It's just gonna be it's mostly just gonna be me defending Ezekiel randomly when the opportunity comes up.
Hey man, I can't wait to see it. Can't wait to see what happens there.
Our boy's back. Oh, he threw up a 0. Roman Reigns having both belts. What title does Raw have? Currently it's 0. Now
it is a TBD answer. I mean, it depends on if you want to tell them Roman Reigns has that title now and he's just on both shows, or if you want to believe the scuttlebutt and that they're making another title for Raw, you could do that. I think that they don't need to name another championship, personally. They don't book their current titles well. No need to add another title into this mix.
Yeah, I honestly have no idea how they're going to... it was rumored before Mania that they were going to do title for title and then unify the titles, but it's a unification, but it wasn't going to be long. So I feel they're still trying to figure this all out. I feel like they do have it figured out, and I feel like we'll probably have this all answered within about a week or 2. Hey, what do you know? We might have an answer tonight about something, but
maybe
if he's advertised for, but as of right now, no one. Oh no, that's a lie. Shinsuke came. So right now, he's got a program with Shinsuke on SmackDown, but I really don't know. I'm not really that interested. Until they kind of decide what they're gonna do. You
gotta. I'm willing to let it ride until they do something stupid.
Yeah,
like Shinsuke is great. Shinsuke's great. Obviously, he needs something to do now that Boogs is hurt. Roman needs a challenger. I'm sure a Roman Shinsuke feud, if done right, could light the shit on fire, and hopefully it will. But you just never know.
Yeah, and again, I'm assuming that is going to be the match at Backlash. So
where?
WWE Backlash. I'm assuming it's going to be Roman and Shinsuke for both titles.
I don't know that. I don't know that pay-per-view. It's not what the pay-per-view's called.
Wait, is it WrestleMania Backlash?
Thank you.
Did I call it WWE Backlash?
You called it WWE Backlash. We're in 2004.
What am I doing?
Weirdo.
Yeah, so WrestleMania Backlash. I don't know. Again, this will be answer. Is that match just going to be for
It's interesting. Again, this all depends on who you're getting your info from, because I saw a little something today that Brock Lesnar was actually advertised. Actually, that came from the one and only God himself, Dave Schmeltzer, and then WWE removed Lesnar, and then Dave Schmeltzer got a whole bunch of shit, and then Dave Schmeltzer lied and said that he never reported that.
Wow.
Smelty gonna smelt.
Was that for tonight? They were.
No, for Backlash.
I mean, that's the only thing. When I was hesitating for a second, I was like, all right, well, WrestleMania Backlash, if they do rematches, like is or yeah, I was like, is he gonna show back up, or are we just gonna?
Who knows?
Who knows?
Who knows? He's probably. I mean, I don't think we need the Lesnar right now. I mean, as much as I love Lesnar, it's like, let's set ourselves up for disappointment. Let's not build ourselves up and get excited for Lesnar. So let's just build ourselves up. Keep it cool. Lesnar's going to be there. It's going to be Shinsuke versus Roman. And then maybe at WrestleMania Backlash, after Roman beats Shinsuke, Lesnar comes back, just like he did at SummerSlam, does a little something, then loses the reins again. And then Reigns just continues this run. This run is not going to last. Or this run is going to last a long time. Like, I can't tell you who's going to beat him.
Cody, Veer.
I don't even think Cody, to be honest with you.
Shanky, Madcap.
Who's the guy who just debuted for AEW? Sanjay something?
Make sure you call him by don't say he looks like anybody or anything at all, because people get upset. Shanghai Singh?
Shanghai, yes. Shanghai Singh? Is that what his name is?
I don't want to.
The guy who played the basketball game.
Dallas Mavericks.
The Dallas Maverick guy. There you go.
Like
that's his name. Dallas Maverick.
Dallas Maverick.
Dallas Maverick. That's actually a badass name, personally. I think that'd be, if you unpluralize Mavericks, that's a real good name.
Dallas Maverick.
Dallas Maverick. That's a champion. That's a world champion.
That's a world champion right there one day.
Hey.
Who's
Omega facing tonight? Oh, Dallas Maverick. Oh, fuck. 5 stars.
Omega's screwed.
6.5 stars.
6. Stop talking about that company. Let's talk about Raw. Let's talk about Cody and the Miz.
Sorry.
Dude, let's talk about Cody Miz. We get double entry. We get 2 Cody entrances, and it's different. He's not coming out from the bottom anymore because that one little hiccup. No,
Dude, it was a bad hiccup though, man. I was creeped out by it. I'm looking like just watching. I got a full screen of the Raw Titantron. I'm like, why are they showing this? I just look at the bottom of the screen. There's Cody's head. Like, huh?
We're getting like is it like a Rey Mysterio kind of like sparkler goes off and then you like appears?
I don't know.
Kind of entrance. So we got that twice, and then we got the Miz twice. Oh,
nothing wrong with that. This is great. This is a great champion.
But they started off Raw. We had some promo action.
Yeah,
Son of a plumber.
Miss TV. Yeah.
Miss TV. But then after that, it was advertised and we were ready for it. We had Rey Mysterio versus Veer.
Now, I missed the advertisement of this, to be honest with you. So I didn't think anything of it when it was Dominic and excuse me, those juice boxes were getting to me.
Dominic's coming out. Like, where's Ray at? Because Ray's supposed to. There's Dominic coming out by himself first with his own music and gonna sit at the booth and do some commentary. All right, that's fine. Let's hear Dominic's music. That's okay. And he's coming down. I'm like, and then, yeah, no, this was Veer versus Dominic.
Ray had like a medical thing. Like a legit medical thing, and I think that's why he wasn't.
I heard about and it's just like, just Just say something. Just
say
I don't
it.
know.
Just say it, bro.
It's a show.
Medical
Make
shit
up-
happens all the time.
Make up
We
something.
literally witnessed Jerry Lawler have a heart attack on TV.
Like just
we
say,
know shit happens, bro.
yeah. Ray couldn't make it tonight, and Dominic insisted to Adam Pearce and Sonya Deville that he get the match.
Yeah.
Boom, done. Wow,
Fantastic.
can I
Fantastic storytelling.
6 figure? Can it pay me? It's not that hard. It's literally a sentence I just said, and it just explains a story for now.
Yeah. But now we'll probably get Ray and Veer at Backlash.
And that's the thing. It helped out what I just said. Hey, I want to, and now Ray's going to be able to be there and be like, look what you did to my son. And now they like it. Just a little explanation is
what's
just
what's the name of Veer's finish called?
oh, shit.
I've seen this on Twitter, but I just is it the camel clutch, or are people actually calling it the cervical clutch?
Is this did they say
that? I saw cervical clutch.
Not cat. It wasn't. It's not a cat.
It's not a camel clutch.
It's
well, I mean, I would expect change on that. I don't know if for all you smarted up fans,
you guys know what a cervix is?
I think if you Google cervical clutch, you will not see Veer doing doing that.
Veer comes in there. That's why. Oh my God.
There we go.
That's why. Oh, I love it.
Long-term storytelling.
But yes, Veer just destroyed Dominic and then put him in this cervical hold and then got out of it, put him back in it.
I think they were going for clavicle clutch because that's
a clavicle. That is a clavicle.
And then this is your cervical entrance. A diamond upside down is a pussy. Okay. Baby shark.
Oh, it's fantastic. Dude, I paid attention in health class. It was like sometimes it was health and sometimes it was phys ed. I liked phys ed better, but yeah, I could because health was still in a classroom.
There's two different ones. Nah. They called it health. But I wore like beer goggles and stuff like that, and yeah. Okay.
Ugh, high school. Oh,
gross.
We're talking about Veer.
Styles and Priest is next.
Yeah, after
a lot of heat with this. Now, here's the deal. I don't want to hear no heat business, okay? Was it the best? Nah, wasn't. But you know what? I look at it like this. If this were 1998, 1999, and The Undertaker did some of that bullshit, we wouldn't really have anything to say. I actually wouldn't be shocked if I went back and watched some of that Undertaker business that didn't happen before. So, whatever. It was stupid. It was stupid, okay? In this day and age, yes, it's stupid. But, I don't think as a lot of things that get heat on Twitter do, but I don't think it deserves all the heat that it got. Considering what we saw at the end of Wednesday.
Very fair. It was I don't know, it's just like the filter thing. They've done a similar thing with Bray Wyatt with Sister Abigail. I think that kind of face warp thing happened when he was feuding with your boy with the demon Finn Balor at the time.
It's like the greatest match that never fucking happened.
Yeah, wasn't it supposed to be a match like Sister Abigail?
It was Sister Abigail versus the demon, and I was so curious as to see what that was. It was bittersweet though because we ended up getting Demon Finn versus AJ, and Finn won, so I'm cool with that.
The emergency matches that
night were kicked so much ass. Remember, it was like I forget who they faced, but it was Dean and Seth and Kurt Angle as the Shield. That was when Kurt Angle got. That was Kurt Angle's
He
first
hopped
match.
in because Roman got
Like
was
the
it versus?
bumps, the mumps, or the measles or something. Yeah.
I was just gonna. I knew it wasn't him, but I was just gonna say, was it Ryback? Was it like Ryback and? Was it like Drew and
Was it Drew and
Ziggler
Corbin and Ziggler or something? Or
that sounds right.
that does sound right because
We
it's so
should.
random.
It's gonna bother me.
This is why.
Entrance, and I remember like Kurt Angle with the.
This is why I have two monitors.
This is why you got dual screens, man.
Yeah, this is why I have dual screens.
I also have like a phone and a tablet.
I feel like I'm like my little ESPN motherfucker.
You got a station set up here.
I just need to remember the year.
Definitely.
It wasn't 2016.
Just type in Kurt Angle Shield.
I get all of my info from Wikipedia. Okay.
Wikipedia.
No, I shouldn't, but I do.
It's almost certain, and
it's almost. I don't think a lot of people nowadays. That was like an us thing. Go on Wikipedia, edit someone's page, and say like, this guy's daddy now." After they like fucking wreck him.
It's hilarious.
Yeah, it is great. Like Khabib is the father of Conor McGregor.
Yeah,
because it's true. It is.
Nick Foles was Tom Brady's father. There's good stuff like that. Yeah. But
yeah, back to Priest and AJ.
Yeah, it was like that face filter. And again, this brings me back to, I bring this moment up so much, but when it was Brock versus Seth at Battleground for the title, and he's about to get pinned after getting F5'd, and the lights go out, and then all of a sudden Seth is gone and the Undertaker's in the ring, and the match is just over, and then Seth moves on to something else, and it's just Brock and Taker now. It's just like, wait, what the hell happened? Where did the ref go? Where'd Seth go?
I did have to rewind it back and forth and be like, wait, did the match end? But like I'm okay with this Edge having supernatural fucking powers or whatever, because there is an explanation. He's been coming out at times to like this brood shit with the fire and the fucking Cody Vader and shit. He used to roll with the Undertaker in the Ministry of Darkness, and maybe now he's like reached that age where those powers have been bestowed upon him. Hell, maybe we get the Undertaker somewhere down the road as the higher power of this again. And he's just been like the godfather of all this spooky shit. And you get Priest, you got Edge, maybe you get Rhea, maybe you get Ciampa, maybe you get Finn. I don't know. But like, I'm just spitballing here, bro. And I'm thinking that this is everything I'm saying is a hell of a lot better than what we're actually going to get. Sorry, I went a little far.
No,
my bad.
I agree. I was moving my mic up a little.
Moving back a little bit. TLC 2017 is the event, and it is Kurt Angle, Seth Rollins, and Dean Ambrose in a 5-on-3 handicap TLC match, defeating the team of. We were way off.
Oh shit! It's not Ryback.
It's way more random than any of our guesses.
Big
Braun Strowman.
Okay.
The Miz. Kane.
I was gonna say Kane.
Cesaro. And Sheamus.
What the fuck?
And that match lasted over a half hour.
Like, I get Cesaro and Sheamus. They were the bar.
Yes, and then I think Braun Strowman was actually Mr. Money in the Bank that year, where he like challenged Reigns, and at the Hell in a Cell pay-per-view, maybe, and
then Brock came in and just like
something like that, and then this I don't know where the Miz and Kane come in though.
Kane,
that card was wild.
Former jaBROni.
Well, guys, Asuka defeated Emma, Rich Swann and Cedric Alexander defeated Jack Gallagher and the Brian Kendrick. Alexa Bliss defeated Mickie James. Enzo defeated Kalisto.
Wow.
for the Cruiserweight Championship.
Yeah, that was the beginning of the end.
And then Jason Jordan defeated Ezekiel's older brother, Elias.
Was it Elias Sampson?
No, just Elias.
It was just Elias.
But I don't know if Wikipedia is like. I don't know if Wikipedia is like up to date with those names. Like I don't know if they were named that.
Like Asuka could have beat Emelina. It could have not been Emma.
I'm pretty sure it would.
Remember they built up Emelina for
we never got Emelina.
4 months. No, she came out and she said, "Get ready for the debut of like Emma," and then she left, and then she came back as like they hyped up this Emelina thing. She came out for like 30 seconds, and then said, "Get ready for like Emma," and then left because I think that was like originally for somebody else. That idea, and God, why do I remember these stupid things? But I can't remember what I watched like 2 days ago. But I remember Emelina. God damn it! All right, we talked about Damian Priest's Snapchat filter face. After that was the Cody Miz match, we kind of talked about, and then Seth came out after the match. I mean, one, like Cody beat the Miz clean. I mean, back-to-back wins over former champions. I mean, hey, he wants to go after the title. This is a way to do it. Seth came in the ring afterwards, and they agreed for a rematch at WrestleMania Backlash.
Well, I'm very curious to see where this goes. I don't know if this is like because you had this handshake last week. Are they what are they doing? Are they turning Seth? Is he setting them up for something? What's he doing? I'm all right with Rollins and Cody again, I guess. It's Backlash. But then like I would hate to see it again. Just because it's always going to be a good match, but it's something that like you go to the well with when there's an emergency. Like if you have another main event that's like ready to go, and say they do Seth versus Roman for argument's sake, and fucking Roman gets measles again, then it's like, oh no, who are you gonna put with Seth? And you're scrambling. Oh, we haven't seen this match in a while. Bring fucking Cody on. That's when you do that. You keep them far apart. Can't
disagree with any of that.
As you shouldn't.
Because it's smart.
Yeah. I just heard you crack something. What'd you crack?
I went with the we got little half and half Twisted Boys going.
These juice boxes didn't last as long as I thought. They go down pretty quick.
Because we got this, and then I mean I got more because we're right after this we're gonna be recording the show that we've been teasing for since around the holidays, so gonna have a little buzz going for that one.
Yes.
We had after Cody and the Miz, we had Tommaso Ciampa, which we kind of talked about already. Tommaso Ciampa's debut.
Oh, we did, yeah.
And so it's Kevin Owens shows up, and it all sets up where we're going to be having a lie detector test next week, and we're going to try to get to the bottom of this Ezekiel, Elias, Kevin Owens.
I like it. It's something new. I can't remember a lie detector test since the Mr. America days on SmackDown.
No, I love it. It's going to be so exciting because
it's so fun. Because
it's going to work out where Ezekiel's telling the truth, and it's going to make Kevin Owens so mad. Yeah. And even though I know like those things, that's what's going to make it so great.
Yeah, no, this is going to be, I guarantee you, when we talk about this next week, we're going to be like, yo, this is like the best thing going on Raw right now.
It's real that, and then that I'm excited for to SmackDown because we have I always forget. I'm like, we'll see what happens with the Roman title stuff. But I was like, oh my God, Madcap, my guys are feuding. Like, I'm upset about it, but at the same time, like, after this could lead to them each having another program, and then I'm going to see them each in the same night, and they're each going to be in different programs. It's nothing but positive.
Fantastic.
So we're going to be having the lie detector test next week. After that, we had now Liv versus Naomi, which
was also advertised as a tag title match.
Yes, because and then there was a match.
I think people were hungover from the weddings, because you had Corey and Carmella's wedding, and then you had Alexa Bliss and Cabrera's wedding. Which, congratulations to those two. First of all, Alexa Bliss looked absolutely stunning in her dress, absolutely amazing. And secondly, she can rock a fucking in-sync dance. Unbelievably fantastic.
Ryan looked great too.
Ryan looked awesome.
Ryan looked fantastic. He got like the early 2000s basically came to his.
Yeah, it was amazing. I think Avril Lavigne was actually a bridesmaid.
He had bands from I mean, it wasn't NSYNC. It was Chris Kirkpatrick and Joey Fatone, which is the only people who still kind of like come around and do things for NSYNC. So let's come on. It wasn't NSYNC.
Well, they deserve to be called NSYNC then. If
Joey and Chris.
It
was Joey and Chris. Justin wasn't there.
Okay.
Justin's
not going to be there. Justin's not going to be there. All right. Like, yeah, we get it. Fuck.
I didn't see the Fiend there. Do you think the Fiend was there? I didn't see any pictures of the Fiend.
I didn't see the Fiend there. No.
You think they let him into the wedding?
Maybe. Maybe. But like, I feel like he would have seen pictures of it, because he's taken pictures since he's been let go.
What did you think of Braun and Braun's attire? He's with Rachel Rodriguez or Rachel Gonzalez. I don't know which one.
There's a lot to take in just based off Braun's attire alone. I mean,
Rodriguez it was.
I'm not one to like brag about anyone's hair. Mine's like a mess right now. But like, dude, you're bald, dude. Just give it up. Stop trying to grow that shit in the back. And then, I'm cool with the pink shirt, the hot pink shirt. I'm cool with it. And the pink belt was a good touch. I'm getting there. You got to work your way down. And then jeans at a wedding.
You love working your way down, bro.
I do.
Love it.
The jeans at a wedding, a little tacky, but whatever. And then the Crocs, the pink Crocs.
Hot pink.
Look, I don't have an opinion on Crocs. I don't wear them myself, but that's why I don't have an opinion. I've never worn Crocs, so I don't know. Do I think they look fucking weird? Yeah, shoes with holes on top. Yeah, I think they look fucking weird. Rubber shoes with holes on top. Yeah, I think they look fucking weird.
Is that for circulation?
I don't know at that point. If it is for circulation, then you got to go back and ask yourself, why the fuck you wearing Crocs? Like, I feel like if you want your feet to breathe, then don't wear Crocs.
Wear flip-flops.
There you go. That was a very nice island they were on. Flip-flops would have been absolutely fantastic for that kind of thing. But he didn't do that. He wore fucking Crocs. And, Raquel, maybe like check out your man real quick before you let him out of the cage. You know what I'm saying?
I love how we're talking about.
But you know what? You know what? He's controlling his narrative right now.
He is.
I love how you were just like this at talking about Braun's attire too, your knees up and everything. Braun's so dreamy.
I loved Braun's Crocs. He was fighting with Buff Bagwell. They went at each other this week also.
Yeah, that's that Twitter beef is like whatever, dude. Buff is recently, like, I feel like maybe he hasn't resurfaced, but his Twitter is finally getting like attention, and he's done some shit in the past,
I don't know if I want to mention this thing or it should be part of I have a double combo for jaBROni of the week, I think, and I'm going to save it then. I'm not going to mention it right now. It does involve control your narrative, but we're talking about Braun's Crocs right now. That's all. That's all we're doing.
So yeah,
this all went back to a match, right?
What?
This is supposed to be a tag match. What were we?
We were talking. Yeah. It was a tag match, and Rhea was So Rhea was probably at one or both of the weddings, and probably was like very hungover and was like, "Yo, dude, But then Liv was there too, so
But
that's
she
not.
was out. Or, what? Did she get COVID? She got COVID. It's confirmed. She had
Maybe she's
COVID.
COVID.
Rhea had COVID, and now she'll be back soon.
Rhea has COVID. Fantastic.
Oh my God, we have not talked about it. This should be the headline. Forget about Moxley, what I said before. This should be the headline. We are having a double wedding. How are we not? This is what I thought it was happening night 1 of WrestleMania. I thought it was happening night 2 of WrestleMania. I definitely thought it was happening the Raw after WrestleMania. But we're getting it finally. We're getting a wedding.
How does it end?
I mean, it's old. I feel like it ends with Truth with the 24/7 title.
Winning the 24/7 title, right?
For like the millionth time. But
does anyone get married?
Oh, what are your odds on this?
I don't have odds, but for some reason, I feel like somebody will get married.
It's a load.
Not somebody that is advertised to get married. Like, I don't know if, like, maybe Tamina gets married, but it's to somebody else. And since
to Reggie?
I don't know. But since R-Truth is like an ordained minister, much like myself, by the way.
Me too.
You can like literally, like, if you have witnesses and like their consent, you can marry literally anyone at any time. It's kind of like some weird power that you have that is totally underrated. And like people, like if people are fucking with me, I will tell them, yo, I will marry the fuck out of you two right now. And I'm fucking serious.
We're all ordained. Like I am also ordained. We should start going. We should be Reverend Madcap jaBROni and Reverend Happy jaBROni. And when we put our actual names, it should say Reverend Topher McCann.
Changing the Twitter handle right now.
Reverend.
Changing. Reverend Madcap jaBROni.
So I almost, as soon as I thought it was happening, I was like, wow, can we pinpoint this? Can we get a Raw rundown? Because I want to go live during this. I want to Twitter space something. I want to live this moment with friends and family when we have a double wedding on Raw. And possibly people getting married that aren't even advertised. This is exciting.
It's very exciting.
This is why I watch. Oh my God, Raw's gonna be so. Is Raw? Why is Raw good?
Why is
I
Raw
used to have so much
doing
fun
good
complaining about Raw, and now I
anymore?
like it. This is so frustrating. It was so much easier. All right, so Austin Theory cut his name short. Bianca Belair and Queen Zelina had a match. And then we found out, which I think everybody knew. You texted me right before it happened. We were going to find out who was going to be Bianca's next challenger. And
you could see it a mile away. Just from what she was doing and what she has done with Naomi on SmackDown. You just see it a mile away. And I'm cool with it, but you got to get her out of the authority position. You got to get her out of there. She's had how many 3 matches, 2 matches since she's like come back. So like you got to get her out of there. You got to get her back in the ring because you fucking need it. First off, you need it on one of your shows. Don't matter which one. You need it on one of your shows. So
I think it's lead into that. I think it's with Adam Pearce is like she was taking shots at him saying like how she can still compete and he can't. So I feel like now either tonight he's going to relieve her of her duties.
It goes well with more stuff you see on Twitter. Paige has recently been moved to the current superstar list on WWE.com. Maybe they bring her back to replace Sonya in the authority role. Loved Paige as the SmackDown GM when she was the SmackDown GM. Could be that. Maybe not. I don't know.
It's definitely a way to get a return pop and kind of shift. You're almost going with the same exact storyline again, but maybe subbing in for like a face Page, and then I don't know, then you automatically have like, oh, is Page gonna wrestle then at some point?
Right. And of course, you're gonna get that, but I don't think that's happening.
But I mean, I could see, and again, I don't even think they need two GM. I think I think there should just be one.
Like if you want to do the whole, I'll take the men's.
Do you like that? Do you like where each one has their own, or do you like kind of like Adam Pearce? I mean, Pierce was doing it himself on both for a while, and then they did
he was. I don't have a feeling towards it. If it's a way to like make everybody happy, I guess. I don't know. Maybe they're doing like, how come there's a guy in charge?
I felt like when he started, I remember when this is even before we started jaBROnis, when I felt like he even started where he was kind of like a authority, but it wasn't really like, it kind of just started happening. Is the best way to describe it. And then I was always like, why is he all of a sudden like being this authority figure? And then now I'm like kind of like just used to it. And it's just like, it makes sense. Like, no, Adam Pearce runs things. And I always ignored Sonya. I didn't think she ran things. That's just me personally. I don't know. Maybe I'm sexist.
Maybe. Fucking.
I don't think it's that though.
No, I don't think it is.
I don't think it's that at all, because I ratherly enjoyed this quick Bianca Queen Zelina match. It was fantastic. It was quick. It was
loved it. Yeah,
it was just it's just the way I imagined it. And oh my God, why didn't we talk about this? There was a bachelorette party and a bachelor party on this show.
I thought that's where you were going with the wedding. Talking about the weddings.
But oh my God, again, I can't mention certain things about people being involved. There was a new contender in the 24/7 title hunt. They may be mentioned as.
Oh my God, give her a break.
Why, man? All right, fine. I'll mention her.
I'm very curious to see why you're going to mention her during.
It's more. When you like, I haven't done this, but like when like someone gets stabbed, like it's in them, and then you can turn it if you want it to, and turning it would make the wound obviously hurt more.
Of course,
it's kind of where I'm at with
that. Fair enough.
Just kind of being.
I got you.
Dick. Saying I told you so, kind of, and I mean it's honestly it's recorded me saying that this was terrible and this was going to end up being part of a 24/7 gimmick, and I didn't even brag about it because I was so excited about the wedding and the bachelorette and the bachelor party that I wasn't going to brag about being right. But I'm going to brag now, and I'm going to brag when I mention jaBROni of the week. But that's not yet. That's soon. And I said there's somebody else who I was going to brag about. Someone was split in jaBROni of the week. I didn't mention him. Oh, I got Control Your Narrative. I remember. Don't worry. We're getting there.
Oh, me and you might have the same one.
But yeah, double wedding next week. Very exciting. Lead up to, again, I thought we were going to have a tag team title match. I thought Roman was like, go get the tag titles. No, we have Alpha Academy versus RK Bro. Not complaining about it whatsoever. I just thought, I don't know, the Usos are showing up here. I thought,
there's really not much to talk about with this except how Montez Ford is a goddamn fucking star. That shit he did was so cool, and their reactions by RK Bro was even better. Specifically, Randy Orton. I don't know. I just like him reacting to like that kind of weird ass crazy shit. So
it just landed. So he just landed it like. So like the perfect, like where you need to like land, like he imagines it and he lands exactly in that spot, and just on his feet and just with the swagger, with the swagger. I don't know if
the one thing I just didn't get was the ending where RK Bro and Street Profits were at each other's throats again. I just didn't get it.
Yeah.
Did I get that right? They someone ate an RKO, am I correct?
Yes. Who was it? Was it? No,
I feel like it was Montez.
Yeah.
Yeah. So yeah, I didn't get that.
Because that was right after was Street Profits.
Right.
Street
Was that
Profits.
not the main event?
Street Profits Usos was the main event.
Yeah. Okay. Making sure.
Dawkins. One day on Ford.
There you go.
That's what it was.
Oh, is that what it's called? Is that what they're calling it, or is that what you're?
Yeah, they've been doing the 1D since day one.
I know they've been doing the 1D since day one. I didn't know if they actually called it 1D.
Yeah, the 1D. I remember when that first started, everyone was saying that's going to lead to what? There's someone, is it Devon's son, is in NXT or could have sworn I was on Twitter about this, and this would inevitably lead to. I don't know if I'm not pulling shit out of my ass. I'm almost certain that I heard, but I like it. I mean, 3D's. I mean, iconic move. Us growing up, it's fun. I mean, it's a cutter basically, but I mean, still fun. Cutters are cool. Cutters are always cool.
Cutters are banging. That was Raw. We're also getting Theory versus Baylor US title.
Yes. And are you nervous?
No, I'm not.
Yeah.
There's so this.
Oh my God, you shouldn't have said that. He's gonna fucking lose the title.
I know. This gender Ricochet match, I'm like 95% sure that Jinder is gonna win.
Yeah, why? Why do we all feel like that?
I feel like it's just so random that it's going to happen. And then I just feel like the Theory shit, the Finn shit, I'm like 50-50 on it. But like I guess 51-49 if I'm saying that Finn's not gonna lose.
Is that happening on Raw?
Yes.
Oh my God, he's losing it at Backlash. I'm sorry.
He could lose it on Raw and then lose again at Backlash.
They should. Oh my God, the way they can't do that to Finn.
They might. Maybe I don't know what his contract's like. Like he might be on his way out the door, and they're like, "Oh, let's fucking bury him."
But yeah, the Jinder thing does seem like it is happening. I really want it to be Shanky. Oh my God, I hope this leads to Shanky. The Shanky push. And I was gonna say, like, I'm interested to see what they do with Gunther and Ludwig, but it's happening in a little bit. I don't know what they're gonna do.
It's true.
And then, that was another thing that came out about like Gunther was told like Gunther and Keith Lee at the time were like told that they needed to like lose weight kind of and like shape up or whatever, and apparently like Keith Lee did not do that, and Gunther
did.
Gunther
looks scary.
Walter Gunther, whatever you want. He looks fucking awesome. So I'm interested. I'm interested to see, like, I don't know, man. I feel like I like Raw and SmackDown. What's happening to me?
I don't know, man. I don't know.
I'm interested in storylines on both shows.
Walter had an enhancement match too. The return of enhancement match.
Joe Lonzo.
Love that.
Love that guy.
Amazing. But then you have Dynamite. Look, it was a good show. All right. For someone who is more into sports entertainment, not wrestling, it was a good show.
Dynamite all the way down was good. I love Dynamite.
I like Punk and Penta. That was pretty good. I didn't see the tag team title match. Sorry, I didn't do it. My bad.
I watched it.
Saw the MJF and the Captain Sean Dean thing. This is where I saw Twitter blow up with a lot of different things. Oh, you had the WWE fans being like, where are all the marks that say the count outs are dumb, and now the count out's happening and it's dumb, right? Now it's not dumb. And then it's like AEW fans were like, oh, this made sense actually. So here's my take on it.
I didn't know this was controversial. I didn't hear
I
it.
mean, it didn't get as. I think it was overshadowed by the ending of Dynamite.
Oh my
And,
god, yeah. There was a bunch of like stuff
um,
about people being racist and stuff, and
right.
that part that's what I got consumed by. I didn't see this.
So, well, you know how WWE does their count outs and stuff, right? And this is
And
the
again,
first.
they don't do it that much.
This is the first count out that's happened in AEW ever.
And like I was just gonna say, like the way they did it with all the security, him getting pushed back and not beat the way
Yeah,
they did it.
this count out made sense as
Yeah,
if
it
that
was
makes sense. There was a story behind the count out. There was a story behind MJF not wanting to get count out. Him and Sean Dean have been doing this back and forth. Well, not even back and forth. Sean Dean's what 3-0 against him this year.
maybe.
So this was fine. The ending I liked, but you know, I don't think they're as the WWE fans. This is where the WWE fans get their fucking bad rap here. They're freaking out. Like one misstep AEW does, and they come out of the woodshed. Is that the word? Is that the word? They come out of
Out the woodshed.
they come out of the woodshed. Okay,
They come out of
and
the woodshed.
They
They're
start.
like, hey, we're trying to do
whipping
woodwork in
AEW
here.
fans for
You made us come out.
for them doing a count out as if WWE doesn't do like 20 count outs like a week. So as much as I like WWE, this is something that AEW obviously does a lot better. So I didn't have an issue with this ending whatsoever. It was really good.
There's two ways to do a count out. The way they did it the other night, and the heel walking up the ramp and just getting count, like the champion where you can't lose it, or just walking away scared, count it out. That's like
And that's
the
another
two
thing.
ways.
MJF, like he didn't run away or nothing. Like he was basically chased up there, and then he grabbed the mic and he said, "Please don't count me out. I'll triple your pay."
That was, and
Loved
see,
it.
that's
Loved
again
it.
like something that I mentioned before with just saying about Ray not being there and just mentioning a sentence or whatever. He's grabbing the mic and adding to this. I'm not just getting counted out like, oh, my character work. I have money. And he's going to, that was probably one of the better like it's a weird sentence, but that's one of the better count outs I saw while watching a wrestling match.
Yes. So I want to get into. I want to skip over the trios match. And I want to get into this Keith Lee and Swerve Strickland versus Ricky Starks and Powerhouse Hobbs match. And here's why. I guess it was a couple weeks ago where I caught some heat on Twitter. I don't know if it was a week ago, maybe 2 weeks ago. Unfortunately, I'm at work during this match and I'm getting a Twitter notification. And it's the same people that I caught heat with commenting on the thread.
Oh,
Yes. It was one comment. I looked at the comment. I didn't look at the thread, so I didn't know what it was referring to. But it said, and I quote, "By the way, there it was." I don't know what he was talking about. And I'm assuming, based off the heat that I got for that show, it was about Keith Lee and Swerve Strickland, since I said that they were relegated to the B show, which was Rampage. And then Powerhouse Hobbs pins Keith Lee. So I don't know if he was trying to like prove his point, or if he was proving my point or whatever, but I'm pretty sure everyone was pretty shocked that Powerhouse Hobbs pinned Keith Lee. So I just wanted to throw that out there.
Oh, speaking of someone else said about B show, who's making their debut on Dynamite next week? Who are they sending?
That's another thing I thought they were talking about.
Is that the surprise? It can't be. We know about it.
No, we know about it. That's not it.
Oh my God, who's he gonna wrestle?
QT Marshall.
No, he already did that, didn't he? On the B show? Dude, I mentioned Hook and you leave. Come on, this is ridiculous. I knew you were gonna do this as soon as I mentioned him. I waited over an hour to mention him, and you leave. One Hook. Oh, he's back. Okay. What do you have? Do you have your crate?
QT.
Is it signed?
He's getting QT marshaled. Yes, it is signed. Bowling shirt and everything. He is getting QT Marshall.
Like classic Charlie Sheen.
Yeah. It is.
He looks manly.
I got him.
Whoa! Is that Press 10?
It was Press 10. Yes, it was quite the box.
You said this was the best. This is the best box.
It was so funny because first off, I didn't know if I was getting that one because I thought like I put it on my credit card. Okay, so and it's a card with a low limit. So I don't know if I ever have enough money on that one. So I didn't get one in a while. So I figure, oh, all right, they just stopped giving it.
Out.
Yeah, maxed out, done. But then Dana said had something. I was like, oh man. This was right after we got done with
it. Happened minutes.
Went upstairs and she was walking in.
It was there.
I was like, oh man, this sucks. So I was debating. I was like, man, we need to go back on so I can do this. Then I was like, nah, I never really have that big of a reaction to these. So whatever, I'll open it. Of course, the one I opened, not on the show, and
you would have had a great reaction.
Great reaction to everything. There's an Adam Cole T-shirt in there.
The shirts were fantastic.
Yeah, they were really good. I forget what other shirt was in there, but it was amazing.
What was your other shirt? It was Cole and because I liked both of them.
I think I might have I don't have the cheat sheet in here. I forget what it is.
Cheat.
But look, this fucking DVD here is the best of AEW Dark Volume 1.
That's your favorite show.
You won't find this anywhere. Real small right there. It says All Elite Crate Exclusive. Let me run down the match card.
I was just going to ask you. You're in my head.
We got hashtag Strong Hearts versus the Young Bucks. We got Kip Sabian. Yeah. We got Kip Sabian versus Kenny Omega.
Money.
Dante Martin versus Matt Sydal. Big Swole and Chris Statlander versus Dr. Britt Baker and Rio. Dark Order's Evil Uno. Allen 5 Angels and Colt Cabana versus Death Triangle. Robert Anthony versus John Moxley. Kip Sabian versus Joey Janela. Brian Pillman Jr. versus Eddie Kingston. And Darby Allin versus Cima? C-I-M-A? Cima?
All right.
That was banging.
I pulled it up. Your other shirt was Hangman.
It was Hangman.
I have that picture that you sent me, and now I know I have the spoilers. I have a picture of the card that you're talking about.
Yeah, it was absolutely Hangman. So yeah, it was the best card. That was the best crate that they've given. I think this is number 3.
Yeah, you had a Stadium Stampede. You had Thunder Rosa. Something with the Dark Order. You had a Chip. You had an Eddie Kingston Micro Brawler.
Yeah, the Micro Brawlers that's quite the collection I'm getting. I got Sting, I got Nyla Rose, and now I got Kingston.
What is that? A Dark Order credit
it's a deck of cards. It's a deck of cards.
Oh, it's a whole deck of cards?
Yes, it's a deck of cards. Yes.
I didn't when I tried to sign up for it, you got it and I didn't. So can I sign up for it now?
Yeah, you can absolutely sign up for it now. 100%.
Because there was no spots available for me.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure you can sign up for it. Absolutely.
I think it's so funny that you get an AEW.
I know. That's what I said to my wife.
It's the most is that irony or is that the definition of ironic?
I think I just like getting wrestling stuff in the mail.
But
if WWE had one, I would absolutely cancel the AEW one in a heartbeat.
You want sports entertainment stuff, though.
I want sports entertainment stuff. They have a stupid T-shirt thing. They'll send you a T-shirt once a month for $30. No,
it's
thank you.
There's no deal in that.
There's no deal in that whatsoever. I forget what I pay for this.
They used to have a deal. I think it was either 25. It was under $30. It was you got a mystery box of 3 shirts. And I remember I got the Seth Rollins logo and the Roman Reigns logo. It was the but it was just in the logo was in red, white, and blue, like 4th of July. It was a black shirt. 2 of them, and I forget the other one was awesome too. But I remember getting like they did these mystery boxes, and you picked your size, and they sent you just 3 shirts for like, and it was a good material. They didn't have the huge, sharp thing stitched in at the bottom. It was like a nice stretchy material. It might have been a Randy Orton shirt, the Viper, along with it. I wear it all the time. It's cozy. But it all goes back to you having an AEW crate is like probably the funniest thing ever.
Yeah, it's pretty hilarious. Anyway, Satnam Singh, huh?
They gave him the lights out treatment, which was I think that was what everyone was. People, I wasn't even thinking. People were expecting Cesaro, and I don't know. I mean, when you turn the lights out now, and where's my Fiend at? Like, I don't know. Lights out usually is something like we just mentioned. Lights out, Seth Rollins disappears, Undertaker shows up. We're thinking someone big. We're not thinking it's going to be Dallas Maverick.
No. I was not ready for Dallas Maverick.
And do not say that anything about him and Great Khali, because
like, why is it racist to compare to people?
I guess people who were saying like they were like a wish.com version. I saw that or whatever. And now I'm going to say straight up. I was like, yo, it looks like Wardlow and Great Khali just got like mushed together. He has the short hair with the little bun up top, and I don't know. That was that was it. I'm not saying he's anything less or more than the Great Khali. I'm just saying looks like that's what I got a vibe from, because I just got done seeing Wardlow.
Yeah.
And his beautiful hair. And that now I see this mammoth guy who is me on top of my own shoulders. And then we're probably about eye length then. But yeah, that was really, I saw the lights going out, people being disappointed when you don't know who the person is. I heard people afterwards saying there was, we want Cody chants, when it was really, we don't know you. So.
I get disappointed when I see Sanjay Dutt on TV. Not even Dallas Maverick or Jay Lethal. Sanjay Dutt.
It's fair.
I don't like Sanjay. Whatever.
That was, again, I think the only problem of it was the lights out.
Yeah.
There's nothing else. Hey, they need who's their big, huge dude?
Big Show. Sorry, Paul White.
Yeah, but he doesn't. I think, did he have a match on Dark like a week ago when he was in his hometown? Maybe.
Like yeah.
But he's not like.
I'm upset he's not on my DVD.
Who's their biggest superstar? Maybe like
tallest
Luchasaurus. Like I'm trying to think of like
is up there,
but like, and then also like heavyweight at the same like a Luchasaurus is one of their.
Not one. There's not. Yeah, I mean Luchasaurus is it.
And then your big guys like who's their like Wardlow and
maybe this Butcher guy that I'm watching.
Keith Lee, but like they have a lot of guys like that who are like. But. Oh yeah, and the butcher is going. Is he having a match with?
He just finished up. He's had to blur the lines there a little bit. You know, don't want no copyright.
Oh yeah, I was gonna mention that before. I was like seeing what was happening. I was like, oh my god, he turned that into a double. Awesome. Yeah, but don't do the lights out routine with a debut with a. I shouldn't say that. Did they turn the lights out for Braun when he debuted with the Shield and destroyed them on Raw? Didn't he show up?
Yeah, yeah, they did, and it didn't go over well.
And oh my god, that you are right. Everyone was like, "We don't know."
Braun.
It's the exact same thing.
Because we only knew. I mean, unless you like paid attention to Adam Rose's Rosebuds, you had no idea who Braun Strowman was.
So it was the same thing. He came out and just with those weird pants that looked like he pissed himself. He used to wear those like weird brown orange pants, and they were like more darker around the crotch area. And I was always like, dude, it just looks like he always looks like he pissed himself. Go back and watch when Braun Strowman debuted in WWE. Tell me it didn't look like he pissed himself for the first year. Yeah. All right. Anything else from Dynamite, or are we? Can we do it? I've been trying to remember.
I'm ready to do it.
Time, so I don't forget it. jaBROni of the week.
Johnny Cena went to town riding on a pony. Rock stuck a feather up his ass and called him a jaBROni.
All right, jaBROni of the week. One of them I almost kind of want to find and show it, but it's hysterical. One, I'm just going to say, one of them is Nikki ASH, your superhero. What a great idea. She won the Raw Women's Championship. Oh, remember, it was so much fun. And then she lost it and she was boring and it was a stupid idea. And then she is now in the 24/7 hunt. And I swear to God, if she ruins this wedding that I'm looking forward to so much on Monday, a double wedding, I swear, if you know what's going to happen since I'm doing this, she's going to come out and she's going to be the 24/7 champion at the end of all this.
Could be.
God, I hate this show. Did I say that I liked it before? Because I hate it now.
You did say.
I liked both of them. Oh, like 25 minutes ago. Oh my God. Nikki ASH, you're sharing it with, and I haven't shit on these guys for a while. It's cool to shit on these guys. Control your narrative. I said, hey, let's see what happens. And I've seen some stuff of house shows or whatever. I don't know. I have no idea. But they did this Taco Bell commercial. I don't know if you saw it. If you didn't, oh my God, I'm going to have to go through the work to show it. You didn't see it?
No, I never even heard of this.
I have to find this.
I'm just gonna go into my jaBROni of the week while you
do it, and then I'll finish it up
because it's actually one of the members of Control Your Narrative, and it is EC3. I don't have the post in front of me, but he posted a story or retweeted a story that was like really good, like it was good publicity for CYN, and he retweeted it. And I guess he made the post like something about people will say this is like attention seeking or whatever.
Oh my God. Are you talking about when he used his burner account, it looked like?
Or tried to use his burner account and
then he tried to go back on it?
He responded to himself and stuff. So, just EC3, dude, Ethan Drake, whatever your name is, bro. Learn how to use some Twitter.
Did you see his excuse? What did you think of his excuse? His excuse was that he's been doing the talking to himself on the thread since threads were a thing.
I mean, I don't think that's what happened. But if he goes for that, then kudos. But you're still my jaBROni of the week, dude.
Oh my God! Is this it? Is this the one I found? This isn't it. No, this part of this video, the one I'm looking at, is part of the Taco Bell thing. Where is this Taco Bell thing at? I will not. All right. I'm searching Twitter. No, wait. What am I doing? I'm so stupid. Why am I not just going to ours?
That would have made sense.
Yep, would have made sense immediately. All right, so what I'm going to do here real quick, everybody, this is in the middle of jaBROni of the week. This is so exciting. I'm going to share my screen here so you guys can see this.
I love when we break out the technology.
All right, we're going to share this, and I got to change this up, guys, so just bear with me for 1 second. Here we go. All right. There's many things to click on here. All right. So we're here. Wow, look at that swag.
Lots of swag.
Oh my God. Shanky rules. It's true. All right. Where are we at?
Scroll one more behind the role model scene. There it is.
Stomach.
All right, no, stop it. We're gonna get you. I said stop it. Pause. We want full screen, and we need to hear it. Can you see this? Is this good?
I can see.
Right, we need to hear this. All right, here we go.
You can't invade a territory on an empty stomach. When it's time to awaken an industry, you have to think differently. Think outside the bun. That is why CYN chooses Taco Bell. Because if you want to control your narrative, you have to live mas.
Yo, this is real. This is a real thing. I don't even know if Taco Bell knows about this.
They didn't need the dong at the end.
That's the best part. All right, we have to go through this. We have to watch it.
Can't invade
Right,
it.
so they start off walking in. I'm sorry if you're just listening to this, you're just missing out. They will start walking in so hard into a Taco Bell, and all I could see is EC3 and like the shortest person ever, Austin Ears. He doesn't like that, but whatever.
Territory on an empty stomach.
Right, so we got
it's time to awaken an industry.
You know,
you have to
eating
think
tacos.
differently.
Where's
Think
Braun looking?
outside the bun.
Thinking outside the bun's great.
That is why CYN chooses Taco Bell.
Look at
If you want to
Braun.
control your
Look at how
narrative,
bored he looks coming up here. Braun's just sitting in this chair here. He just is like, there's one guy over here eating. There's a guy eating a taco over here, but Braun's just like, either he just got done eating tacos and he's got like the taco sweats, or he's just like, guys, what are we doing here? It's like shot with like a cell phone.
WWE never made me shoot a commercial to talk about.
This is. Did they order all this stuff and then take a picture of it?
First off, this is definitely this is a picture not even that they took. This is a picture taken off the internet, because no fast food, I don't care where you order from, no fast food looks that good coming out to you, okay? I don't want to hear that shit. It's definitely a picture they took off the internet.
It sounds like
they don't have those fucking desserts anymore.
It sounds like you're not controlling your narrative. It can look like that if you control your narrative.
No, I've never ate a burrito, and I order Taco Bell pretty regularly. Never had a burrito look that damn good.
We're doing slow. Braun slowly putting the finger to the head, just like, what the fuck am I doing? What is happening here? We're waiting in line for Taco Bell? Who are all these other people? Why are we just standing around and one person's eating a taco here? This guy's got his hands in his pocket. We don't even know who he is.
Rude that this guy's eating before everybody else got their food.
Yeah, is everyone else still in line? Are these people over near the exit door? Are they standing up eating tacos? There's a chair here? I mean,
there's
moves back here behind Braun.
Bulletproof Troop. Is that a CYN shirt, or is that like something else?
Can we get their merch yet?
I was gonna say, like, why aren't you wearing your CYN merch?
I gotta get one.
Now, did this go actually on TV? Do you know?
I don't. He tweeted this. Oh my god, it's so great. We'll play again.
Can't invade a territory on an empty stomach. When it's time to awaken an industry, you have to think differently.
I love this.
Think outside the bun.
Think outside
that is why
the bun.
CYN chooses Taco Bell.
They controlled their narrative, and I love them for it.
It doesn't look that presentable. I don't want to hear that shit.
All right. Let's stop sharing my screen. It's just back to us plain old and Pope. All right. But that commercial in general just is, again, I don't know if Taco Bell knows about that, but jaBROni of the weeks usually don't make me so happy. They usually make me angry, but I'm very happy about my jaBROni of the weeks this week.
Yeah. Control Your Narrative did a clean sweep on
that. Thank you, Control Your Narrative. You've been great.
Johnny Cena went to town riding on a pony. Rock stuck a feather up his ass and called him a jaBROni.
All right. I think that's going to wrap things up here. We're already, I think they're in the Rampage. Rampage is going on. SmackDown starting soon. We're going to be, I can't see it. It's blurry, but
Yeah.
We can't get taken off the internet.
Yes.
We'll be back next week, breaking down all things wrestling. We're getting ready to start a little. We're starting to record the side project, the jaBROni episode 1, the pilot. We're getting a few going, and then that will be released weekly on Twitch. Then later on YouTube, I will also be putting it up in podcast form, I believe, as well. So it'll be available on Spotify. So it's going to be the same thing. You're going to be able to see it on Twitch a couple days later on YouTube, and probably around the same time also podcast form. It should be interesting. We're going to be going back watching the show The OC, which ran from 2003 to 2007. I watched the show religiously. Can kind of like almost know the lines that are coming up. It's almost kind of sad. My high school. I remember this reminds me of high school, early high school or late high school. I graduated in 2005. I was like mid high school, but I was obsessed with the show. And Mike, this is your first time
First go round.
watching it.
First go round. Yes.
You watched One Tree Hill, right?
That is correct.
So I remember I'd never watched One Tree Hill at the time when OC was out. It was more of like you had a Bloods or Crip kind of thing. You had to pick one side or the other, I always felt. So I was OC. So I watched it and then didn't really think anything of it. And then I remember one time I saw One Tree Hill episode after the OC was done. Someone got punched in the face and it was a chick. It was Peyton. And I was like, wow, this show's awesome. I got to check it out. And then I watched that. That's its whole other thing. That potentially might be
that's a whole other show.
jaBROni Tree Hill was going to be the original, but jaBROni, I feel like we might
would have been more. It's more fun since I'd never watched it.
Yes, and that was the perfect set. I was like someone who's watched it and like DVR'd it, and honestly, week to week when I watched it, I would watch the same episode like 5 times before the new episode came on. Then I would watch that one so I was like pretty obsessed with it. So I thought it would be pretty interesting to do this with someone who's never watched the show before and kind of like go through the show with someone and then have guests on watching episodes, people who are fans of the show or not fans of the show, and watch and come on. And then here and there, special episodes, finales, we'll actually try to do a live watch along with the episode. I think I'm going to hold that for finales. So we'll sync up on our HBO Maxes, and then we'll.
Is it on HBO Max?
It is on HBO Max.
Motherfucker, I've been watching it on Hulu with ads.
Oh, it's on HBO Max. Sorry, I forgot to tell you about that.
Son of a bitch. All right. Saves me a good minute and a half.
Yeah, I didn't. Yeah, sorry. It used to be. It was. Yeah, it's all over the place, but HBO Max is definitely. I just got done watching the pilot again, probably for like the 50th time in my life. So I'm prepared.
All right, then.
So if you're into that sort of thing, that will be premiering soon on the Body Slam Twitch. And follow us at jaBROnis Pod, at Madcap jaBROni, at Happy jaBROni. Clicking the link, we got t-shirts, hoodies, whatnot. I mean, it's summertime almost. You might not need a hoodie, but get some t-shirts, get the jaBROnis 316 t-shirt, and we have another t-shirt which will be premiering in May coming up. So look out for that as well. Anything else? Did we miss anything?
No, I think we're good.
All right. We're shifting from wrestling to Orange County. So until next week, jaBROnis. Hold on, let me find it. Where's it at? I found it. Out.
jaBROni, jaBROni, XYZ, ABC. Oh, it doesn't matter how you spell jaBROni.